Jyoti, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Hello, Dr. Nafis.
I
We are
can't
live
hear.
now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are audible now. Yeah.
Yes. So, hello, all the beautiful people who have joined our LinkedIn and YouTube live from whichever part of the world you are watching us from. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And thanks for joining once again. Just to give a brief introduction about me, my name is Jyoti Pandey, and by education, I am a lawyer from Calcutta University. I practiced for 5 years in Calcutta High Court. Then I relocated to Mumbai to try my luck in operations. So I worked for hospitality, mortgage, insurance, and all the different sectors in operations and managerial level. And from there, I got this feeling that people out there in corporates are so much feeling trapped in their day-to-day life. They are going, most of them are going just for the handsome check that they're getting, and that triggered me to get accredited with life coach certification and help these people find out their true passion and what drives them. So my mission is not for you all to leave your job, but having a stable job at the same time you can find your passion, work on that. And that is the reason I am a life coach, a career coach right now. And apart from that, the reason for this is Expert Edge episode number 4. And thank you so much, Dr. Nafis, for joining in today after your busy schedule, definitely. Thanks for joining. So, a little bit about Dr. Nafis, the little bit I know about him. He is basically helping corporate people, IT professionals to lose weight without going on a strict diet. And the best news for females like me is he can help you reduce the belly fat as well. And moreover, you will be, the way you started, you will not go back to that. After getting into his coaching for 3 months, 6 months, whatever he can offer, you will be static at that level. So that is the best part, Dr. Nafis. And I would like to share this with my audience and your audience as well, that only after knowing you, after interacting with you, I so much believe in power of accountability that only after talking to you, my weight ideally, I should not say, but I will choose to say in this platform is 66 or 65. It fluctuates. But from last week, I am noticing that I am on my weight scale, it is 63. So only talking to you can make so much of difference how well your coaching can impact people. So, Dr. Nafis, welcome once again. And I would like you to share a little bit about your journey. What made you get into this platform or this journey to help the IT professionals? Like, what triggered you? What is your why?
So first of all, Jyoti, let me thank you for showering on me so many praises that I truly don't deserve. Thanks for that. And hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever the time is in your zone. So, hi, my name is Dr. M. Nafis, and I am an executive lifestyle coach, father of two lovely daughters, and husband to a superwoman. So, I am a Unani medicine practitioner turned holistic in the last 3 years, and I am also an internationally certified NLP practitioner, hypnotherapist. And right now, I am in front of you, and I am on a mission to help at least 100,000 working professionals lose at least 8 to 10 kg and 2 inches from their belly fat in the next 3 months without not just restrictive diet, without doing any diet or doing any hard exercises or even disturbing their hectic work schedules. Okay, so that's a quick introduction about me. Now, let's move on, Jyoti.
Yeah, sure, doctor. So thanks a lot for the lovely introduction. And needless to mention that you deserve a lot more than what I introduced you with, because I can see the impact on my life. Now, before we start, just a basic question, because I have worked for 15 years in corporate, so I understand the struggle. So, what do you think? How does work culture affect employees health and well-being, and what problems does it cause?
Hmm. Well, that is a very broad question, I would say, but I would try my level best to, concise the answer in as less words as I can. So, but before going to the answering that questions, I need to generate some awareness. So, I would love to share some data about all these things that people, mostly working professionals, are struggling with. So it would be surprising for many of you that 60% of global disease burden is carried by chronic diseases. Okay, and to put it in easier words, just out of every 100 people, 67 of those people are dying because of these chronic diseases like obesity, diabetes, hypertension, some heart issues, strokes, and even certain type of cancers. And it's a very grave situation. And in fact, a study conducted by the Lancet recently told us that India's number is on number 3 when it comes to obesity, just after USA and China. And in the last 2 decades itself, we have almost doubled that incidence. So we are moving fast towards, I would say, a medical catastrophe, a medical, emergency sort of explosive thing. Okay, and I think most of you would be knowing that already, that India is going to be declared uh, the global capital of diabetes in 2030, most probably. But in my experience, I think we have already reached there. It is just a matter of being declared officially. So, as I am here to talk about, the lifestyle diseases and chronic diseases, and on top of that is obesity, because obesity leads to so many chronic diseases. Somewhere, if you are obese and diabetic or hypertensive, or you are having high cholesterol levels, or maybe fatty liver or some gut issues, the chances are because of your extra weight or obesity. So in 1970, WHO declared obesity is a major public health problem and a global epidemic. But none of our media is covering that point. So that was a very short data sharing with you. Now coming back to the topic, how this corporate culture impacts our health. So to answer this question, we have to very shortly dive deeper into the uh, corporate culture, what exactly it is. So I think almost 90% of people here are from corporate world. So you must be knowing you are dealing with lot of negative things already. Okay, let's reverse engineer that. First of all, when you come back around 7 or 8 p.m. in the evening, when you come back to your home from office, you are so tired, you are so drained, and not only just you are not just only lacking energy. In fact, you are kind of frustrated, overwhelmed, just because of all the workload that you had been facing. So what happens most of the times, I don't say it happens with all the employees, but just try to see if you find something common here happening in your own life. So what happens is we are tired, we come back and we take our dinner, and the dinner is quite, hurried dinner, mostly, unhealthy food, and then we sit on the couch watching TV. And sometimes we are so frustrated that we are shouting around. We are shouting, we are picking fights with our spouse, or maybe we are, shouting at our kids. And it's just because of that inner dialogue happening inside us, because we had been, facing a lot in the office. And then what happens is, throughout the day, you had been neglecting yourself. Literally, you had been neglecting yourself. So when you are it's time to go to bed, you are now hit with a guilt that I had been neglecting myself. And there is something called revenge sleep procrastination. You delay your sleep. what you do is you need that dopamine hit. You want to entertain yourself, so you just switch on your mobile and start scrolling on social media, maybe Facebook, maybe Instagram reels, maybe just checking out your email notifications, whatever be the reason. Now what you are doing here is you are taking revenge on yourself, that I had not been taking good care of mine for the whole day, and now it's me time and I would entertain myself. But right now what you are doing is you are exposing yourself to the very bright and blue light emitting out of your mobile screens, or maybe you are working on your laptop, or maybe you are just sitting in front of your TV. You are constantly exposing yourself with this bright light, and that bright light gives a signal to your brain that it is still not time to sleep, it is still day. So for to induce sleep, you need a chemical, a hormone rather, called melatonin that gets secreted from your brain, the pineal gland. So when you get exposed to these bright lights, that melatonin is not getting released in your brain. So your body is not inducing that sleep. But now after getting tired or getting bored of scrolling this media, you try to sleep, but now you can't sleep for maybe another half an hour, 1 hour, or 2 hours. Now, next morning when you are waking up, you are very grumpy because you had not slept very well. You lack energy. But you know what? Going to office is a liability, is a necessity. It's your living. You have to go there. Now you go to the office, and most probably when you are sitting on the back of your car, you are still answering those emails, is still making those
Messages.
calls. Okay, then once you reach your office, you get married to your chair. Literally, you are not leaving your chair, and you can't leave your chair because there is so much work to do, and you
Mhm.
are not being physically active. Now what happens, most of us don't take lunch boxes to the office. We are not kids, or at
Mhm.
least we think so. So what we do is, just to save some time, we order from the office cafeteria, and that cafeteria is again, the menu there is quite unhealthy. You are most probably ordering the foods that are easy to consume on the desk while working on your laptop, and now again you are working. You are not even drinking water because you are super corporate. It might not be the lifestyle of each and every corporate, but I find that I had been working with corporate for the last 2 years now. I find that almost 76% of people are struggling with the same issues, a bad lifestyle. Now you see how bad your lifestyle is, and that is not your choice. I understand that you want to be healthy. Everybody wants to be healthy. Everybody wants to lose weight. Everybody wants to look handsome, smart, attractive, full of confidence, and full of energy, focus, productivity, and performance. But you feel guilty from inside because you are not taking good care of yourself. Then what happens next? This faulty corporate culture of working like a machine, it impacts in 5 ways. I'm talking about your physical, mental, social, as well as the spiritual health here.
Mhm.
Now, the first, the most issue that I have found out corporates are dealing with, my target audience, IT professionals that I'm talking about, is uncontrolled stress levels. Just
Okay.
put in the comments if I am right or wrong. Just put inside the comment your thoughts. So these uncontrolled stress, and where from it coming from? High pressure work environment and demanding workloads.
Mhm.
Okay, so you are feeling lots of stress. Now the second thing is, it is impacting your physical health. Now how? This sedentary style that you are not moving around, and you are binging on all the wrong, taking in all the wrong, so it is leading, this sedentary lifestyle is leading to obesity, yeah, heart diseases, high
Mhm.
cholesterol levels, and most of the times I am talking about 40 plus corporate and IT professionals here, you are struggling with joint problems. It's very hard to climb the stairs, and your joints are very stiff. You are suffering from multiple joint pains. Okay, so that is the problem number two you are dealing with. without getting any solution, permanent solution. Now, the third aspect that I need to talk about is how it is impacting your physical health. Sorry, I think I have already covered that physical. Now, let's talk about the mental health.
Mhm.
So, the mental health there is because of your, say, work-life balance. Now, I prefer to call it not work-life balance. I prefer to call it, because for me, life comes before work. Conventional thought is work comes before life, and that's why
Yeah.
you are suffering. So you have to put for work. You are working for a living, and you are totally forgetting to live. That harsh and bitter
Yes.
truth that all the professions,
Mhm.
we all of us are facing. So in next, there is no balance. There is no boundary between your official life and your personal. So lack of demarcation leads to lot of anxiety, lot of depression, feelings of burnout, feelings of, overwhelm, that I want to be healthy, but how can I be healthy? You are
Mhm.
getting affected mentally. And the fourth thing is all effect, they are causing you to gain weight. It is causing obesity and obesity related conditions. Again, not for everyone, but most of you might be there. So what happens here
Mhm.
is uh, basically why the most important cause is your eating habits. Ordering from the cafeteria or wherever you are eating, you don't enough knowledge to choose the right food that would nourish each and every cell of your body. Now what you are doing is you are each and every cell of your body lots of chemicals, toxins, coloring agents, taste enhancers, preservatives, and you don't know that you are doing it, but still you ends up developing this nasty chronic demons, diabetes, hypertension, and other things we've already shared. Now, the fifth, the most important thing, I think you people have been corporate for the maybe last 5 years or 10 years. I am going to cover two topics in the fifth point. First, you would be knowing, and maybe the second one, I think most of you would not be knowing. So, this toxic work culture, corporate culture, leads to absenteeism. You are absent from office because of your health issues. It might be a little tiny thing, just a headache, or it might be a shoot up BP, or maybe something fatal. I don't know. God forbid. Okay. Another thing that you are suffering from is prism. What is antiism? You are present inside in your office, but you are not functioning at your optimum potential. You are not medically very fit. So, and that harm is borne by the organization rather than the employees. Okay. So, all these things, they act a big domino, getting, toppling other smaller big domino end of maybe months, years, you have developed all these conditions. Now, what's the solution? The solution to these problems is how we can address this solution is by it needs a shift, a corporate culture towards prioritizing employees health and well-being, and which can lead to a win-win situation for the corporates as
Beautiful.
well as the organization. It can result in improved productivity, it can result in reduced healthcare cost for you as well as your organization, and I think the most important thing, it can contribute to the more positive toxic free environment that is going to make you amazing, rather than reading those Mondays you are looking forward to go to your office. Hope that answers your question, Joy.
Yeah, definitely, sir. But basically, what I believe is there's something called work-life integration. As you said, life-work balance. So I believe in work-life integration because work and life, you both have to manage. You have to manage both and there has to be balance. But how you can integrate both these together in a much healthier, and the best part about talking to you is all the, there are most of sessions that happens on mental health. So we always talk about mental health, but we
Hmm.
fail to understand that when we talk about the physical health, that's when we are, as you rightly highlighted, when you are in your perfect state or perfect shape, that's when you can operate from at your optimum level. So that is important. And there is a famous proverb as well that says, you work for living and not live for working. And that is missing in this corporate world that I have observed from my experience. Your work has to be a part of your life. It cannot be your life. So thanks a lot for addressing that question. And now the next question is, how can we prioritize self-care and be disease-free without affecting our work schedule? Because what I believe is, there are people in corporates who look like perfect. They are slim trim, they are active and everything. But end of the day, they have to visit doctors, they have to visit, take pills and all these things. So front end, they are looking like they're perfect, but back of the mind, there are a lot of things that's happening and no one is aware about. So how to address that part?
Uh, Jyoti, you are digging gold here. You have asked a very beautiful question. How to tackle all these issues? And the question is without disturbing our hectic, busy schedule. Okay. So, okay. Mm,
How can we basically be disease free
yeah,
at our
I'm
work?
just putting structure to my thoughts. So, okay.
Okay.
Now here are some tips, some very practical tips that you can implement. You can start right today, by this evening, or by the time you leave this event. So first of all, you have to make a decision to start prioritizing your health. Now, what happens is most of the corporate professionals think that we need to invest a lot of time. We need to join a gym, and we need to hire a dietitian to get a diet plan, and we have to follow that plan again to make cook those meals. We have to invest our time, and then we have to hire a personal trainer. But the thing is, you have to do none of this. You can do without all these things, and you can, believe me, you can lose your weight, and you can potentially reverse all your chronic conditions without having to invest a lot of your time. Okay, so the thing is, you don't lack time, you don't lack a proper prioritization. So in my programs, I talk about eating healthy. You don't have to invest in eating healthy. Okay. You don't have to invest to prioritize your sleep. You don't have to invest your time to control your measure. The only thing that needs your time is your physical activity. And for that thing, you don't have to join a gym. Okay. You
Mhm.
see me. I was almost 20 kg just 5 years back, and I was suffering from pre-diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol levels, high uric acid, and then literally I forgot to share it with you in my story. I went into depression. I was in depression for almost 1 year. Then after being there, my mother was on the bed, on her death bed, and she recalled me only almost 3 days before dying. She said, Nafis, you had you have seen my entire life. You had been taking good care of me. She was diabetic and she was nephrotic. She was suffering from kidney disease, but still I am developing this nasty complication, kidney disease. So I am seeing that you are totally neglecting yourself. She asked me to come near her because she was speaking in a very fumble voice. In my ear, she said, Nafis beta, just start taking good care of your body. तुम गुनाह कर रहे हो अपनी बॉडी को निग्लेक्ट करके. Stop doing it. Just see me. And that was the day my thoughts changed. I went back to my textbook, dig deeper, did some research. I applied all the things. I deprived myself of sleep. I I started binging on unhealthy foods. All the bad things that I could do, I did it myself just to see their effects. I was my own guinea pig. So after suffering from for almost 1 year, I succeeded in developing a holistic lifestyle blueprint, and then I started applying it on myself. And you won't believe me, within a time of 6 months, I lost 20 kg and I reversed all my chronic conditions, including depression.
Wow.
That is the power of putting your self care at your top priority. So you don't lack time, you lack prioritization. What okay, American College of Lifestyle Medicine suggests 150 minutes of active physical activity in a week. You divide it by 7, it comes to near about 21 minutes. And if you divide it to 5, it comes around 30 minutes. So all you have to invest in doing just home workouts at home at your convenient time, just 30 minutes of your time. And if you can't spare that 30 minutes for yourself, I am sorry to say, health is not your priority. You have chosen illness over wellness. Now, some points. So here are some very actionable tips. First of all, you have to learn to be physically active. You just have to be a little on your toes whole of the day. Sitting is the new smoking. Okay, so rather than just getting glued to your chair, you start taking some micro breaks, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and you can do some desk exercises. You can search these exercises on Google or on YouTube. It doesn't matter, just start doing it. Okay, and then rather than ordering from your office cafeteria, start taking your lunch boxes to your office. A real home cooked food, not binging on some food like substances. Whatever you had been eating till now, they are not food, they are food like substances. Are you getting my point? So you have to be physically active, then you have to eat healthy, then you have to control stress. Then how can you control stress? Maybe you can install some apps like Headspace, or there is an app called Calm, I think. You can install that app and it would give you some instructions, some beautiful instructions to control stress levels.
Okay.
Now, how can you do it without installing that app? Simply, whenever you feel stressed out, just stand up, erect, clench your fist, and just imagine your hands are on the neck of your problems, whatever you are dealing with. Just clench your fist and imagine your hands on the neck of your problems. Just keep on applying the pressure and count to the count of 5. Just take deep breath. Now all you have to do is hold that breathe inside for 5 seconds, and then release it. Exhale for 5 seconds, and while exhaling your breath, just relax your fist as if you are letting go of all the problems and all the build-up stress. It seems to be a very small exercises, but if you keep on doing it, you will see the positive changes in yourself. And then how can you balance that work life? So my only request to you or recommendation to you is just demand, this is my official time and this is my family time. I will never
Mhm.
let these two things overlap them. And how you can do that? You have to learn to prioritize your task. You have to, I know you have to answer so many mails, you have to attend so many meetings, and you have to, uh, complete so many projects.
Mhm.
But if your life is suffering because of these things, then it doesn't make any sense to me. So
Mhm.
make a clear boundary between your family life and your social life. And the last but the final thing and the most important thing is, most of us don't know if we are suffering from any chronic diseases. So now the golden nugget here is, just go through regular health checkups.
Mhm.
Kill your enemies before they even do. Find out if you are
Wow.
having problems, and that is how you
Mhm.
tackle these problems. Hope that answers
Mhm.
the question.
Yes, definitely. Thanks a lot, Dr. Nafis. And that that's really interesting. And one thing that I would like to highlight here, you said go and uh, get into a checkup, regular health checkup. So
Yeah.
I remember every year the corporates do this, and people just rely on that particular thing. But what we
Mhm.
fail to understand is they are just doing it for the namesake of their employees, and it is not a detailed in-depth check. What would you like to suggest to people? What are the tests that should be done apart from relying on
Okay.
corporates that they're doing it on a yearly basis?
Okay. That's not a very major thing, Jyoti. So what I would connect with me and DM me with the test. I would simply shoot a DM to you, listing down all those
So,
investigations. And once it is done, you can reach out to me again to assess those reports for you. And I promise to do it and without charging anything from my side. That's a promise.
oh, that's great. That's great. So thanks a lot, doctor. And one thing that I have understand is, when you are in your best state of mind, in your best state, health state, that's when you feel more energetic or you are more productive, because the managers or the top notches, CEOs, HOs, all they are concentrating or focusing on is to be more productive. But what we fail to understand is if you are not healthy internally, you cannot be productive externally. So, how can busy people lose weight and be more confident, energized, and productive in their day to day activities or in their work life?
Perfect, perfect. So, Jyoti, shortly telling you, when it comes to losing weight, most of the times people can only think of just two things. We should diet and we should join a gym. Not, no other thing pops up in their mind. But doing that research, I found out that obesity is a multifactorial thing. It's a hormonal disbalance, a metabolic dysregulation, and you can't solve this problem just through dietary approach. Now, in other words, what they think is they start counting their calories and they are trying to burn their calories. But that is the perfect plan to fail, and that is the only reason 95% people who lose weight through these strategies fail to keep it off forever. The study says within a year or two, almost 60% of the weight comes back with a vengeance, laughing at you.
Mhm.
Okay, so how can we lose weight sustainably? So it's not just about your diet, it's not just about your exercise, it's about your complete lifestyle, ma'am. Until
Mhm.
unless you embrace a holistic lifestyle of freedom and bliss, you can't feel that bliss, that feelings of
Mhm.
being free from disease and working from the highest potential. Okay, so the only thing to lose weight is by embarrassing a holistic lifestyle. Okay, how
Mhm.
do you do that? Rather than counting calories, I believe in modifying calories. So this
Mhm.
event is not big enough to answer all the questions, Jyoti, but I am telling you everything shortly. So modifying calories. For that, you have to learn the science of calories, how different calories behave after they go inside your body. Fat,
Mhm.
carbohydrates, and proteins, they lead to different reactions in our body. It's not just about carb. Most of the times we make enemies out of carbs, but carbs are not the enemies. The real enemies are highly processed, ultra processed, highly refined, and ultra processed carbs that you are taking in through junk food.
Mhm.
And the carbs coming from vegetables, healthy foods, they are healthy carbs, complex carbs. They don't, make you gain weight. So you have to learn to modify your calories. You have to be a little more on your toes. If you can't join a gym, I don't tell my clients to join gym at for the first 3 months. And once they have, achieved their ideal weight, I give them options. Okay, now if you want to go even further, you step ahead, you want to build some muscles, it's time to join the gym. Otherwise, to lose weight sustainably, you don't need a gym. And then you have to learn to prioritize your sleep. Now, let me tell you a very beautiful thing here. Even if you are eating good, even if you are moving more, Even if you are controlling your stress levels and you are not sleeping well, you are
Mm-hmm.
doomed. Nothing is going to be permanent there. This lack of sleep
Mm-hmm.
will give rise to a lot of cortisol, and that cortisol hormone is a fat storage hormone, apart
Mm-hmm.
from insulin being the one that
Mm-hmm.
gets secreted in our body because of taking too much sugar in, visible as well as hidden sugar. So by embracing the holistic lifestyle, you have to learn to work on all the aspects of your body. Your body is a beautiful system. It's not, your eyes are not a separate entity. Your brain is not a separate entity. Your heart is not a separate entity. It's a whole machine. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
while driving your car, you say, while driving your car, you take care of steering wheel, accelerator, the brake. You put
Mm-hmm.
fuel, the right fuel in the tank, and you take care of other parts of your car. If you keep on neglecting the engine, how can you run your car smoothly? So run your car smoothly to lead a good life of freedom and bliss. You have to learn to embrace a holistic lifestyle. You have to completely work on all the aspects. They are, those are impacting your health. Hope that answers your question, Jyoti.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, sir. So I would like to add something here. In stock market, it is said that the only people who get benefited in stock markets are the brokers, right? And
Yeah.
when we talk about our physical health, I read it recently in one of the articles in newspaper wherein it is said when we talk about New Year resolution, like 2024 came, a lot of people joined gym. So the only people who are getting benefited is the gym member, gym owners, or the people who have opened that gym, because 67% of those population do not go to gym after second or third session. That's how boring a gym is. So a gym will not put you, it's not a motivation factor. It can be a beautiful resolution that you can put it on paper, you can put it on your walls or anything, but it cannot be, a driving force. It has to be, the drive has to be from within, as you rightly said. Without sleep it will not happen. You have to have healthy diet,
Yeah.
you have to take your, yeah, tiffin boxes and everything. So thanks a lot, doctor, for highlighting those important aspects that most of us fail to imply with. Now I have a beautiful question from someone who is our connection. So
Hmm.
she's saying, I love your dedication and commitment to help people in their weight loss journey, as most people are really struggling hard with it. I often see it's hard to lose tummy area muscles, and most women don't get success even trying hard. Can you please suggest some tips?
Okay. Can I know the name of that attendee?
I think it is Richa.
Okay, Richa. So Richa, you asked a very beautiful question, and it's in fact it's a major concern of the female attendees here. Uh, Males are also concerned about their protruding tummy, but it makes all the more sense to female attendees because all of us want to look beautiful and in shape. So now the thing here is there is no magical pill, no any focused exercise to lose your body fat. In simple words, we can't sport lose weight. Suppose I have lot of fat stored on my shoulders, and I just want to lose from here. Now that is entirely impossible. You can't spot reduce any fat from the body. So what is the major issue then? How can we do that? You have to target the overall fat loss from your body. And now coming back to this protruding tummies, these are very common to see. The single most important cause of you storing fat on your belly is uncontrolled stress. Okay, now females are more, I would say, uh, more inclined towards storing fats in their bodies, like in the chest area, hips, around thighs, and belly. But we can't spot reduce any fat from there. Okay, so you have to learn to control your stress. You can connect with me one to one. Okay, and you have to start embracing this holistic lifestyle. Once you start losing weight, your body is just one single identity. If you lose any fat, it is going away from your body, and the chances are you would start losing weight. Now there is a hack to look less fatter in the belly area than you are in reality. Want me to share that hack?
Yeah, definitely. Most of the women, including
Okay,
me,
okay,
would be glad.
okay. Now that hack is, it takes you at least, maybe it depends on the size of your belly. I can't say it will take you 1 month or 3 months. Just say like 3 months. But within a span of 15 days, you can make your belly look a little smaller than it really is. How? By doing some abdominal crunches. What happens there? When you do abdominal crunches, your belly muscles, okay, rectus abdomini, the major muscles that are behind that fat, they get toned up, yeah? They get stretched, and
Mhm.
that stretch, what they do is, when they are well toned up, they suck in that belly inside, and you
Mhm.
look a little more smarter than you actually are. Hope that answers your question, Richa. So start doing some abdominal
Yes, I
crunches.
correct. And thanks a lot, Dr. Nafis. And I would like to request our viewers to ask anything and everything related to your mental or physical health if you want to get any updates. And before that, I am thankful for Vipinder Kaur. Because of her, I got introduced to Dr. Nafis. And thanks a lot, Vipinder, because you have been a great support for me. And without even knowing me, we have not interacted much, but she is like sweetheart. So thanks a lot, Vipinder. And Vipinder is great insights by Dr. Nafis. So thanks for coming on the show, Doctor, once again.
Shortly, Jyoti, Vipender, is she here?
I think she is here because she is posting on this live. So she is here.
Okay. So, Vipendra, I got connected with Vipendra almost, I think, 4 months back.
Mhm.
She is one of my mentee, and she is one heck of a gem, a
Wow.
really beautifully authentic personality. I love to talk to her. I can talk to her for, 1 hour or 2 hours, and she is the real expert in her field. So thank a lot, Vipinder, for referring me to Jyoti, and helping me hopping up on this event to serve people well, to invite them towards more health and wellness. Thanks a lot, Vipinder. I am truly obliged and grateful to you.
Thank you, Vipinder, once again. So, Doctor, what is the way to reach out to you till the time someone comes up with a question? I just want you to address this.
Okay, so I would love to thank all the attendees present here, and I would love to give them some gifts if you allow me, Jyoti.
Sure, sure, your call.
Okay. So Jyoti, what they can do is they can connect with me and DM me 2 words. So the thing is, right now I am working on a training, sustainable weight loss accelerator training for busy corporate and IT professionals, just like most of you present here. So I am working on this training, and rather than making the training and just circling it around and then finding out that it serves no purpose, what I am doing is I am taking some insights from you guys itself, so that whatever I finalize, it caters to your needs. Okay, so I would be sharing a very short survey form. It would hardly take you 2 minutes to fill it. It carries some questions, and I would be answering those questions inside the training. And the promise is, whoever responds to this survey, I would give free access to the training only to those who fill out this form. Otherwise, it is going to be a paid training. Now, the second thing that I want for you, and for this, you have to connect with me and DM me with the word training.
Mhm.
I would make sure I form to you and to fill it out and give you the free access. Now, the second thing that I can do for you is I am soon launching uh, email course. It would be maybe 7 days or it may be 21 days. I haven't finalized yet. And you can expect to lose at least 2 kg of weight within a span of maybe 10 or 15 days. And these emails would be landing right in your inbox, and it would be carrying all the actionable steps. I am going to give you the free plan, my diet recipes and everything. To get access to that, you have to just connect with me and DM me with the word challenge. So 2 words: training for free access to training, challenge for free access to my email course. Otherwise, both of these things are going to be chargeable. That's from my side.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nafis. And are you? I just want the public to know, the people to know. Are you available on other social media channels as well, or do you have a
Uh,
website?
well, I am on X. I am on Instagram. I have a beautiful community on Facebook. Right now, we have just 23 members there, and all the action is going to take place there. So, if
Mhm.
anyone is interested to joining that holistic healers community, that's a
Mhm.
private community. But whoever is present on this event, I can give you the free access if
Mhm.
you request me. So just DM me group and I can share the link to join that group. Just for today only. Just for today, not from tomorrow.
Mhm. Okay, so doctor, what I have realized is you talked about the form, and I filled that form on our first interaction itself. And you know the importance of these coaching is when you ask powerful questions, it triggers something in your mind or in your brain, and maybe that worked for me because I was not asking the right questions to myself when we talk about health. So exactly the questions that I saw in your form, it was actually something triggering, and something was stopping me not to reach or not to lose weight from last 6 months or a year, which triggered this. So I think it's gonna be a great help to all those who are gonna send training, challenge, and group. These are the three words that you want people to DM you with. So I request each and every one of you, please get inside Dr. Nafi's DM and please share the word. And Dr. Nafis, I just want to discuss something about. It is said that your health is influenced by the environment you work in. Choose a culture and that values your well-being. So, do you think if someone like I have worked in a lot of corporates, and there is a feeling that caught in the wrong job, does it also impact the overall well-being of people, or what do you think?
Okay. So thanks Jyoti for bringing up a very valid question. In fact, it's the most important thing. If you are spending time with four smokers around you, you would be the fifth one.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is the power of environment that you keep yourself. There is a very famous saying: You are defined by the company you keep." Okay, so environment plays a very important role in sustainable weight loss. How? See, if you are learning from me, for example, how to start eating healthily. Okay, but now your wife has a habit ordering things from outside and
Mhm.
your kids are totally addicted to junk food. Now it's a very
Mhm.
lonely struggle. Okay,
Mhm.
so now you are doing it from inside, but the environment around you is working against you. You can fight with someone one to one, but you can't deal with four enemies at one go. So what you have to do is, what I tell my clients to do is, I sometimes make their spouses or sometimes even their kids to hop on the call with me whenever I am giving them sessions. Okay, so they get some kind of motivation, and most of the times what happens is, inside the family only one client has paid me, and all the other two, three, or four members are getting, reaping the benefits of embarrassing this the holistic lifestyle of freedom. So I have
Mhm.
cases where husband connected to me and the health of the wife improved, health of the kids improved. So
Mhm.
this is the you have to change your environment. Okay, don't spend your time with people negative personalities, toxic personalities. Okay, you connected with another coach. Oh, come on, yeah, these are all just they are just influencers. They are just fake. They can't you make you lose weight sustainably. Come on, yeah, let's have a drink together. Huh? Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow you shall die. But life
Mhm.
is not important. How you living is important.
Mhm.
Okay, stop trying add years to your life. Try to add life to your remaining years. It's all about quality of
Mhm.
life, not the quantity of life. So just change your environment and you will make your journey much easier, much faster, and for sure.
Mhm. Yeah, Dr. Nafis, thanks a lot for that insights. And yes, I always have believed in the power of your surrounding, which is said that you are the average of five people you are surrounded with. So if you want to become a millionaire, do
Yeah,
you have anyone in your circle whom you can see what is their morning routine, what is their afternoon routine, and what they do after 9:30 or 10:30, so I am blessed that I am surrounded by all these amazing people. So it is just a humble request to each and every one of you. The people you want to aspire, you aspire to be. You should have that person in your circle. So if I talk about I want to lose weight, definitely I should be surrounded by people who are carrying those mindset. It is rightly the example was so bang on, Dr. Nafis. Like if your wife has a habit of eating junk and kids also, then it is a single battle which you may not. So I would like to highlight an important aspect which happens with a lot of people, because in India there is a myth that if you are going to a coach, that means you are physically or mentally ill. It is not about being ill. It is
yeah,
about you could have, you would have if you could have, but whatever knowledge or information you had that brought you to this stage. But in order to uplift yourself from this stage to a higher stage, you need not a coach, but an accountability partner. So Dr. Nafis is not going to reiterate you again and again to do this, to do this. He's going to ask you so interesting, important, thought-provoking questions that will trigger why you should do what you should do. So if your why is important, you will be at a place to find out how. So, Dr. Nafis, so with this, what is your final thoughts of wisdom to audience or anyone, or are you planning to give all any other additional information to people in future?
okay. So what I would request all the attendees here are just give your feedback under the comment section. And if you want me to talk on going deeper, going deeper into the each and every aspect of holistic lifestyle, we can maybe organize another event. Okay, so if you want me to talk about how to eat healthily, how to move more, how to sleep well, how to control stress, and how to completely overallly embrace this holistic lifestyle. Want to me to go deeper? Jyoti and me can organize an event together maybe soon. We would have to plan it out, but just give your suggestions, and I'm more
Yes.
than willing to serve from my side, Jyoti.
Mhm. Yes, Dr. Nafis. So a lot of people were replying to our posts that we have been doing from last couple of days, and it seems interesting. And I'm sure you
Yeah.
will get a lot of DMs after this conversation. And thanks a lot for coming. And to those who are watching this show in future as well, I just want to get into the thought process of collaborating and getting the thought provoking leaders on stage, because you understand that we have been on a platform on LinkedIn, Instagram, all social media, and we have been contributing through our writings. But till the time you will not come in front head, right, you will not be able to create an impact, you will not be able to showcase what you can bring to the table. So any of you, if you want to showcase what you can benefit the people with, that would be of great help. And you never know, your one single conversation can change one life. It's not about creating a great impact, but it is only about 1 degree shift. If you can create 1 degree shift, that is your day one. So one day or day one, it is up to you to choose. Right. So with this thought, Dr. Nafees, thanks a lot for coming. And I just want to understand if there is a slogan or a tagline that you carry for people to remember you always as Health Wizard. What is your tagline? I remember you as Health Wizard.
Okay. 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 So last year I launched my company. I got it incorporated, and the company is the healing method. And that healing method is I have put everything inside this company, and the methodology that we follow is my holistic life blueprint, and combined with intermittent fasting. And this is how we make our clients lose weight almost permanently, because we don't believe in selling fishes. We believe in teaching people how to fish, so that they don't need us any longer than desired. Okay, so I launched that company. So slogan of that company is together we heal, the healing method. Together. So let's together create awareness, create a wave, a giant wave. My dream, Vipindra knows that. My dream is to see my India free from obesity and all its diseases. I want to see 67% of Indian population become disease free, obesity free. So come together and together we heal.
That's great. And doctor, thanks a lot for that slogan, Together We Heal. So that is something very remarkable for each and every one of us to remember. Now, I think I am missing one question here that I was supposed to ask you. So there are people who have been, my father is a doctor, my grandfather was a doctor. So I know there are people in this corporate culture wherein they are facing obesity, thyroids, and all these problems, and they have this notion that it is hereditary. So if something is in the brain, is it curable, or how does that work?
I lost. Uh, Sorry, Jyoti, I lost you in between. Can you repeat your question?
Yeah, sure. So I have seen a lot of people, they are suffering from thyroid or obesity or a lot of these things. And when asked, what are you doing about it? Are you taking any precautions, any health, take care? So they say that this is genetic, this is hereditary. So I think if it is in their brain, it is in their mind that whatever you do, it will still hamper your well-being because it is hereditary. So do we have any
Hmm.
solution for this thought as well?
Okay. Jyoti, just falling in love with your questions. You are asking very targeted questions. Okay, so let me share something very interesting here. It happens with my client. There was a client who pop up on this one-to-one call with me, and he was almost 113 of kg, if I remember right. So he asked me, okay, I connected with you on call, but the thing is, my belief is I can't lose weight because my father has been very fat, my mother is very fat, and all of them, and my grandfather, and we are having this obesity and chronic diseases in our family running for last many generations. So the thing is, I believe I can't lose weight, and even if I try to lose weight, I might lose some kgs here and there, but I would regain. So the fact is, Quite opposite. All of you would be surprised to know that. Now, your genetic makeup and genetic expression are two different things. You have lot many genes, but in fact, 90% of your genes are just lying dormant. They are not getting turned on. Okay. Only 10% or maybe less than those are deciding your body's shape and your future. So genetics is just like a loaded gun. Okay. Can it shoot on its own? No. It's just lying there. It's a loaded gun. It has 7, 6, 10 bullets, but those bullets can't shoot on their own. The trigger pushed. And what is that trigger? Your faulty lifestyle. When you are not sleeping well, when you are supplying your DNA with all the toxic material, inflammatory material, and you are not moving, you are not controlling your stress, you are not living a good life, you are acting as a trigger for those genes to turn on and express themselves, and suddenly you find yourself suffering from this disease. So there is an entire field dedicated to this concept. It is called epigenetics. Just go to the Google and search epigenetics. You can, modify your genes. Even if you are genetically predisposed, you can very well expect to lose weight sustainably forever. That is not what I am saying. That is what studies are saying.
That's great.
It's
That
a
is the
myth.
information. That is the information I wanted people to know. So get rid of this excuse that this is hereditary or this is genetic. Someone, your mom or your someone in the family was obese, so you have to have that particular thing. But with the help of Dr.
Uh,
Nafis, definitely you can get a clear understanding on how
there,
to be. Yes, go ahead, Doctor.
there are some aspects which you can't change, like how you look, the features of your face, the color of your eyes. Okay, the your body frame, your height. These are the genetic things you can't change. But when it comes to losing weight and dealing with these chronic diseases, you can at least try, and the chances are you would succeed. I am not promising anything here, but why not take a chance? Just try it. You can turn on and turn off that genes. Now studies saying that, why not try this?
Correct. So, Doctor, I have Tehmeena Bashir who says very clear and deep understanding of such a complicated problem, Dr. Nafis. So, thanks a lot for shedding light on this. And with this, I think we are towards the end of the session. And just like I work as a career coach, if you want to find your passion, definitely I am the go-to person. If you want to be in your perfect shape mentally and physically, Dr. Nafis is the person to go. And you can definitely get into his DMs. And I'm sure you must be providing some consultation, 30 to 40 minutes, for
Yeah.
understanding, analyzing the problem, and accordingly provide a customized support to people around, right?
So for those of you who want to start their journey right now, there is a link on my profile which says create in 30 days. So if you want, there is no compulsion. If you want, you can book a one-to-one call with me, and that call I normally do for 60 minutes, because I really love to go deeper into your current lifestyle. And the beauty of that call is I give you a plan, a unique game plan that you can implement from tomorrow itself on that call itself.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. So thanks a lot, Dr. Nafis, and I'm sure you will be bombarded with a lot of DMs, and hope to see you again after a considerable time the way you can be in my show. Thanks a lot once again for being a part of it. And thanks
Uh,
everyone for joining. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, so Jyoti, I would love to thank you for having me as a speaker on your prestigious podcast. It's a pleasure to be with you and having this deep conversation with you. I totally love this conversation. And thank you, Dhamina, for your sincere, kind comments. And thanks, Vipendra, for making it possible for this event to happen on this auspicious day. I am loving to be here. And thanks a lot. Thanks all the attendees who attended this call. And it would be a pleasure to work with you if I can serve you in any way. If you have any questions, just shoot up in the DMs and I would be more than happy to answer them. Thanks a lot, Jyoti, and everyone.
Yes. Thank you,
Let's take a
everyone. Once
selfie.
again.
Let's take a
Yes.
selfie, Jyoti, with you, with a thumbs
Yes.
up. Let's take a selfie. Thank you.
That. Thank you so much, doctor. And I would like to share one important aspect of it is the best investment you can do is invest in your well-being, be it mental or your health. So get rid of that concept that you know everything. Although we have a hell lot of knowledge like information without implementation is nothing. So implementation for implementation, your family members, your friends will not be able to help you because so far they're not able to help you. You need a guidance, you need a support, and that is the reason coaches are there all around. So it is not up to coming to me or Dr. Nafiz or any XYZ, but get in touch with someone who can assist you, who can guide you to do better in life. So with this, thanks a lot for joining and take care, doctor. Take care of yourself. Nice to be
Good,
you. Yeah.
good night, everyone.